Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Legends Food and Drink. We are here for the South Range Raiders show, and as always, we are joined by the legend himself, head coach of the Raiders, Mr.
Crazy.
Dan Yeagley. Crazy. Are you kidding me?
Crazy.
After last Friday, my friend, I think this place is officially named after you. Congratulations on another week, making it through another team, still unbelievably into Week 15. Does it feel like Week 15 at this point?
Not when we were practicing today because it was beautiful outside today. I mean, the weather was fantastic. We had a great practice, and it was really, really good. Last week felt like Week 14 with the snow and the cold and the wind and everything else. But no, it was a wonderful practice today. We'll take this for a couple more weeks.
All right, so I have to ask because I know where I was on Friday, on top of Mount Vesuvius.
Oh, my goodness.
Could you even feel the weather with what was going on?
No,
Okay.
I was sweating. I was fine. No, it's funny because you get caught in the moment, especially when these kids, when the players are playing so well and they're so fun to watch. You don't even notice what's going on around you because you're so concentrated on them and how well they were playing. And I wasn't feeling any of it. I was enjoying every moment.
So you look at the first quarter, things were off to a slow start. In the story, I said that it was like a car that's trying to start in the snow and the cold weather because it just couldn't get going. It was a battle, and then all of a sudden things opened up, and South Range football was South Range football, and it was on plain display. What was it? Was it just a feeling out process when you get to that level?
It is. When you're playing somebody like Perry and you don't know a whole lot about them. And I mean, there's a lot of feeling out process where you're trying to figure out, okay, what are they doing? What are they going to have doing? What are they going to be doing next? Did a couple little wrinkles defensively against us. Didn't give us problems, but we just had to make some adjustments. And our kids have to understand that the speed of the game is different than practice speed. And they have to get used to that kind of speed, the speed that they're going. So there was a lot of adjustments going on, and then they just took over. I mean, the kids played so awesome. So proud of them, and especially the seniors. They knew from the beginning on it was going to be our game. It's just a matter of time, and they led that group right to victory.
So I was
awesome.
I was up there and I was plugging in, and the kids were hooting and hollering louder and more vibrant than I've ever heard. I don't know if half of it was the cold weather and they had to do that to stay warm, but it almost looked like the intimidation factor was out there. I mean, I don't want to say Perry was cowering, but it was almost like they didn't know what to do because South Range had been there before. These kids had been there before, and you looked at it and you're like, wow, this is something I haven't seen South Range do ever that I can remember. And it was everywhere was wooing. I mean, it was nuts. When you see that happen, we talked about, some of your guys getting into it in practice. You see that happen. There's a mental side of the game as well. And I think we won that before kickoff even happened.
Yeah. The kids were having fun,
Yes, they were.
That's the name of the game. I mean, there's so much about football and, there's, win, lose, everything else. But, like today in practice, we were having fun today in practice and trying to get better offensively and defensively and trying to make South Range better. But, even last Friday night in the cold and everything else, it's a mindset. Told them, I said, we're going to go out and play this game. They're going to go out and play this game. You can't let the weather be a difference maker. I mean, you got to totally block that out. You got to just play. And, we've had a couple games like that now, and our kids understand that can't be a difference in the ball game. The weather can't be a deciding factor, so we have to just go out and play. And they had fun. I was so proud of them.
The running game, again, the four horsemen in the backfield, you've got the big boys up front. Can you ask for anything more out of them at this point in the season to just keep leveling up week after week?
Well, and with the weather the way it was, I mean, we knew we had to run the ball. And I thought we had a better running game going into it than they did, which gave us an advantage. And our offensive line did a tremendous job. They really did. They were fantastic and opened up the holes. Our running backs ran hard. They found the seams. We missed some early, and that was some of the learning factor going into it. And then all of a sudden they just broke loose, and it was good because with the weather, the way it was, I mean, we tried to throw in certain quarters when we had the wind at our back a little bit more, and we threw a nice one to Shane over on their sideline. That was into the wind, and that was a needed first down. And then we hit who was it, JD on that touchdown run across the middle, and that was with the wind, so we knew that was happening. We threw a couple little ones and a couple bubbles and stuff like that, but just having that running game going was huge, and that was very much needed, and the kids stepped up and played great.
So from that aspect, I mean, the penalties early on, it looked like they were going to be a killer. I mean, you get the feel of that game, the rhythm of that game, and you start wondering, okay, are penalties going to dictate who wins this ball game? And then all of a sudden, things cleaned up. And I made a joke during the broadcast that the referees didn't want to elongate this game anymore. They just kept, or the flags were frozen in their pocket. But when a game gets started like that, and it wasn't dirty, there was 2 holding calls that brought back touchdowns.
Right.
Do you start wondering, does it kind of sneak up into your skull and you start saying, okay, how do we avoid kind of certain situations? Because to me, it looked like there was one guy throwing flags and everybody else was just talking them out.
I don't think it was as much that. I think it was more just we made some mistakes. I mean, we got a couple holding penalties that you can't make in those situations, and a couple of them might have been a little picky, but they were called. Yeah. And, you could call holding on every play.
Sure can.
And, they were called at that particular moment, and they didn't wait till we scored to throw the flag. It was thrown before we crossed the goal line. So, but we had to line up and play again, and our kids responded. And those things happen. Throughout the season. We've had a couple penalties, but boy, it would be nice to have those points on the board with in that weather the way it was. But like I said, our kids responded, and they pulled together during those times, during that little bit of adversity, during those penalties.
What I was impressed with was after the game, you didn't know what the score was of the Liberty Center game. You had no idea. 0. You were locked in on yours. A lot of coaches, you'll hear them, they'll get fed the score throughout the game, so they kind of know the situation. Why is it that you're not worried about the other guys?
We talked about it many times already that we're more worried about South Range than we are our opponent. Today in practice, our goal today again was to make South Range better. Yes, we're preparing for Liberty Center. We're running their offense. We're running their defense and doing some things like that. But we have to make ourselves better. We got to continue to improve. We got to take care of the little things that we didn't do very well last week and the week before. We got to continue making South Range better. If we make South Range better, guess what? The team's going to get better. Everything's going to get better. We give ourselves a chance to win, and that's what we're working on more is ourselves. And, luckily, I'm surrounded by some great coaches that work their tails off, and I'm blessed over and over in that aspect. And I'm surrounded by great kids, and these kids work really hard, and they understand that they have to come to practice and willing to work, even during the holiday season. Thank goodness.
Liberty Center. Let's talk about the team that you'll face off on Friday at 7:00 in Clyde, Ohio, which I had to look up where it was. Had no clue. Close to Toledo, kind of ish. Mm-hmm. So about a 2.5 hour ride. You guys are leaving what? We're leaving 2:30.
We're leaving at 2:30.
So it's going to be a ride, but this game is going to be worth it because this is 2 undefeated teams matching up, 2 teams that want it very bad, 2 teams that have never faced off against each other. Zane Zeider, I keep seeing his name everywhere. Watch some tape today, a name that I'll be saying a lot on Friday. Is there any comparables to anybody that you've played this year through 14 weeks?
There's pieces. You start looking at him. He's a good quarterback, tall, rangy kid, runs really well. Runs their offense well. When you got a quarterback that can go under center and run their wing tee and then all of a sudden get in the shotgun and run their spread, that's a special young man. And he's very good. He does what he does very well. We've seen pieces. Our league, and I said it many times before, the NEA prepares us for the playoffs. And we've seen good quarterbacks that can run. We've seen good quarterbacks that can throw. We see one in practice because Billy gets in there and throws, and we got some good quarterbacks on our team that can give us a good look, and and we've seen some good running backs. The hard part is we've seen big linemen. These linemen aren't really big; they're almost us, and that scares me a little bit because their offensive line and defensive lines are very, very good. Run well, they're aggressive, they're physical. And, we've seen pieces throughout the whole year. You see an aggressive kid at Niles. You see aggressive kid at Jefferson, Poland, Struthers and Gerard. You see these players that are very, very good. Then all of a sudden you go against Liberty Center, it's like an all-star team,
Yeah.
which is all right. I mean, that's what you want, and that's what you should get when you're down to 4 teams. And so we've seen pieces, and we just got to defend it and do our very best. And like I said, we got to make South Range better, and we got to get better ourselves over this next couple of days and ready to play on Friday night.
It's crazy how much we talk about the wing tee at this level and how many teams are able to utilize it and master it.
Mm-hmm.
But then you look at the wing tee and the spread. Are there many teams that can do both? Do you see that a lot?
You do, because even when you go back to Delaware when they were running it, and they always said you had to have a complement to it nowadays, and their complement was either spread throwing the ball, or their complement was running almost like a triple option off of it, depending on who their quarterback was. So you see it. I mean, we're shotgun wing tee. I mean, we're wing tee principles through and through, and what we do, and but we're being the shotgun. We are able to highlight a quarterback, highlight Billy a little bit more, and do some different things with him and the quarterbacks we've had in the past. So it's worked out better in our favor. We've seen it. Last year Hubbard wing tee through and through, under center, handing the ball off to Caffey, and they had a quarterback, the young quarterback that could run too. So we've seen it. We just, like I said, this is at a whole nother level. Both teams 14-0 is crazy, and playing again Friday night for being 15, trying to be 15-0.
So this week has really brought a lot of kind of memories back from 2017, especially.
Oh yeah,
because I remember when we started, YSN started, 2017, and the South Range Raiders, same situation. We're practicing on Thanksgiving, and
Yes.
I just remember the words that you said about how special Thanksgiving practices are. Is because it's the one that you want to be at, the one practice that, above all else, if you're playing on Thanksgiving weekend, that good things are happening in your ball club. What does it say about this team? And you guys highlighted it. I talked to the kids throughout the year. We want to play on Thanksgiving. We want to practice on Thanksgiving. What does it say about these kids and the goals that they're aspiring to each and every week, that they're crossing things off their bucket list?
I think more than anything, these kids believe and have faith in each other. We've talked about that many times too here, and they believe in each other, and they trust each other, and they're fighting for something bigger than them. We talked about being a me society. This group is not a me society. This group is a very much we, us, the team, very much, very, very team oriented. And, they believe that, to be successful, we got to play for the guy next to me. That guy next to me is more important than I am in the big picture. And they believe that. And, they set goals. And when they set goals, it's not, I want to do this, I want to do that. It's, we want to be practicing on Thanksgiving. We want to have that Thanksgiving practice. We want to be playing in the state semifinals. We want to, it's we. And that right there tells you how special this group is, and how special these seniors are. And I'm going to highlight the seniors just because they're the leaders of this team. They believe in the we concept and the team, and how important that is. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them believing how important the team is, and how important it is playing for the guy next to you and playing for something bigger. Look at this crowd. This crowd is filled with parents and friends of the family, and even players that aren't going to get interviewed tonight, but they're here to support the players that are going to get interviewed tonight. That's what's special about South Range. I mean, you get a packed crowd here, Legends, and because they love the program. They love what these kids are doing, and they believe in these kids. And like I said, these kids are very, very special. And a lot of it's because of the parents here and the friends and the family who help bring them up. And you always talk about, it takes a community to raise a child. Well, guess what? The South Range community is pretty awesome. And they've raised many throughout the years, and they've raised my kids. The community's raised my kids, and and they raised this football team up to be something very special.
Coach, I can see you're getting emotional talking about your kids, and that means something to me. And I don't want to get you all worked up, but I do have to tell you that any leader is replicated by the people that follow him, and that's a sentiment to you. But also, I wanted to tell you, throughout this last week, throughout this season, and we talked a little bit about it before we sat down, these kids, these parents, they want you to raise that trophy at the end of the year more than any time I've ever seen, more than any coach or any group of kids. When you think about that, these parents, this community, these kids want so much for you to have success. Can you put that into words?
You know what? I appreciate that, and I appreciate them saying that and you saying that. But you know what? It's not me.
Right.
It really isn't. And you won't see me holding that trophy up. You'll see the kids holding the trophy up because it's theirs. They're the ones that put in that extra time and do that special. They're it's like I said, it's a great group of young men, and they fought hard to get where they are now, and they fought hard to continue on playing or whatever happens. You know, they've learned so many lessons throughout this season that it doesn't, you know, through adversity, through victory, through little things here and there throughout this whole season, that they're going to become better human beings and better men because of the group. They're going to understand when they get out into the workforce and they're going to be leaders. They're going to understand how to be leaders because they led this team to be successful and to be where we're at now. I'm proud of them. I really am.
You should be. You should be. You should be proud of. They're proud of you. I mean, it all goes around. It's all in circle.
Yeah.
It's circular. So, all right. We're not going to make you cry anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm okay.
Let's go to Thanksgiving in general. Okay, so let's start with this. We're doing the Thanksgiving power rankings for what goes on the table.
Oh.
I'm not going to make you do all 10. Can you give me top 5 draft picks from 5 to 1? What Dan Yeagley is picking this Thursday on the dinner table.
Are we starting with dessert?
You can list them however you want. I know the ice cream is always on there.
Well, I don't know about ice cream, but there will be pie somewhere in there. A lot of it. You got to start with your basics, your turkey and your mashed potatoes.
Okay.
You got to start with that.
Is that the 5?
No. I like turkey a lot, and I like mashed potatoes a lot. That might be 1 and 2. Okay, we'll start. Let's go backwards. Let's start with 5.
David Letterman style.
We'll start with 5. I'm going to put all the pies, all the desserts in
all
number
the pies.
5.
Is there number 1 pie that you like? You could. We know Kelly cooks bakes like no other.
She made a really nice pecan pie and a apple pie for the coaches the other night. They were both really good. By the way, no, there's not as I like them all.
Okay,
that's pretty easy.
It's a great husband answer, by the way.
I like them all. If I had all those other pies, pumpkin would probably be my least favorite.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, my wife makes a great pumpkin pie. Kelly does, but
are you like a fruit pie guy?
I like fruit pies. I like cream pies. I like any kind of pie.
Just yes. That's
okay. Yes. So that's 5.
Okay.
Now we got to go to 4. I probably throw all the vegetables in at number 4.
Okay.
You got your carrots and your green beans and all that.
Do you put the sweet potatoes in that category?
No, the sweet potatoes are going to go up to 3.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, the sweet potatoes are going to be 3.
With marshmallows.
Yeah, it's all right. Or just even the pecans and brown sugar and stuff on top.
Okay.
Something to make it nice and sweet and
good.
But no, I do get my sweet potatoes. I do get the melted marshmallows.
Oh, I love
them.
them.
Yeah. So sweet potatoes would be where we at, and there would be number 3. Vegetables at number 4. Number 2 would be your mashed potatoes and gravy, and I'm going to make number 1 the turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah,
all right. So
like
are you a baked turkey guy? Do you like fried turkey? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. No. Chris has some. I'm forgetting something.
Oh, the stuffing.
That's
that was
in
my
the
number
turkey.
1.
The stuffing's in the turkey.
Are you wet stuffing or a dry stuffing guy?
I like dry stuffing.
Okay.
But then I put my gravy on it. So, the stuffing. Yes, I do like stuffing, Chris. Thank you for reminding me.
That's
number 1. That's it, like included in the turkey. I can't separate those two, because you can't have just stuffing. You got to have stuffing in the turkey when you cook the turkey and then you pull it out. Yeah.
All right. And then obviously
I'll spend a whole lot of time in the kitchen. Sorry. I got Kelly taking care of that.
You're set.
I just taste everything, make sure it's okay.
You're the taste tester. And obviously, last question for you here. I know how much Thanksgiving means to you because it's family. I mean, your answer 5 years ago was spending time with your kids, spending time with your wife, your in-laws. this is one of those special holidays to me because you don't expect or really want a gift this time of year.
Right.
It's just the gift is you're thankful for everybody.
Right.
Talk about how much you love Thanksgiving and spending time with that family.
Family time, you know me, and the kids know me, and a lot of people in here know me. That family is very, very important, and I love spending time with my family, and I don't get to do enough of it as much as I'd like, especially during this time of year. So, practicing on Thanksgiving morning is going to be awesome. By the way, it's going to be fantastic, and I'm looking forward to that because I'm very thankful for these young men and all their time commitment, and I'm thankful for the parents and their time commitment that they put in. Especially the moms have been treating us super, super nice, and the dads too, because they've been cooking like crazy. But after it's all said and done, I'm going to go home and I'm going to spend some time with my family, my kids, and my in-laws, and my family, my mom and dad. And it's always special because you just sit around and is it bad to say you sit around and you eat and you tell stories and relax a little bit and maybe watch some football? And that's special, just being together. Because when I was growing up, Thanksgiving was always an important holiday because, again, it was when all the cousins and everybody all got together. You threw the football around in the backyard, and back then we butchered the turkey and ate it. But that was always the special memories. I mean, stuff like that I still hang out with my cousins a lot, even more now. And it was them. They always said I picked on them, and I apologize. I don't remember doing that. Sorry, Trent and Corey.
I can't even imagine you picking on somebody.
I can't believe
No
it.
way.
They always said I did, but I can't believe it.
No chance.
But it's spending time with the family is very important, and that's how I'll spend the rest of the day on Thursday. And then when everything settles down, and have another piece of pie, and then we'll start getting ready for Friday and start getting things organized and packed up and ready to go. So, but family is so important. I love my mom and dad. I love my in-laws. Obviously I love my kids and my wife, and we're going to spend some time together a little bit, and hopefully everybody stays healthy and we can spend some time Thursday together. So nothing better.
On a Thursday practice, is it a get after it practice, or is it like a fun practice? Is it what do you do?
We're not going to break tradition. I mean, it's going to be a normal Thursday.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to be in full gear. We're always on full gear on Thursday, which a lot of people don't. But it's more of a safety thing than anything else. And we'll bump. We'll go to thud a little bit of contact, and we'll get through all our special teams. And it's a chance to time things up and to clean some things up, because we went defense today. We have tomorrow to clean some things up with our defensive practice, and we went offense Monday, and then we'll just team today, and then we'll go individual and team offense tomorrow. We'll clean up defensively, and then Thursday we got to clean everything up, and everything has to be just right, and make sure that we're all packed, ready to go, and getting ready for load that bus and head out on Friday morning or Friday afternoon.
Cannot wait. Cannot wait.
It's special.
Coach,
what are you doing Thursday? What are you doing Thursday?
Well, I'm going to stop by practice.
Oh,
hang
awesome.
out for a
Good.
little bit.
I was hoping you would do that.
I got clearance from the wife because then we're going to Pittsburgh and
bring
hang out
her
with
and the
family.
kids. You can bring everybody if you
Well,
want.
if we bring Zaire, you'll have a new running back. You'll have a five horseman.
Bring them on. Bring them on.
But no, I'm excited, and it's funny because I told you I was listening to the Coach's Corner from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how much you've influenced me in spending more time with family, especially on days like, Thursday, because you're never promised anything along the way. So thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Well, I thank you. I'm thankful for you. This Thanksgiving is going to be special because I got a lot of people that I'm very thankful for right now, and I love you, and I love what you're doing. And you're a special young man.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Appreciate you.
We'll see you on
Thank
Friday.
you.
Thursday.
Yes,
I'll see you on Thursday and Friday. We'll be back from Legends right after this with a host of South Range Raiders.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
From on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
As fine as the eye can see, the finest hardwoods from the finest trees. Made for your home and within your means. Baird Brothers will help fulfill your dreams. Let life and light come shining through in quiet morns. And heavy traffic, too. Find your easy-to-afford fine hardwood floors and doors and more at BairdBrothers.com.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Locally owned and operated, Sheely's relaxed shopping experience means browsing and lounging is always encouraged.
Find Flex Deal and more at Sheely's Furniture and Appliance, because the best things in life happen at home.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
Fall is in.
A little bit of the precipitation, as they say on Storm Tracker 21, starting to come down. 4th and 4. Skurpak looking, firing, man wide open. It's Lindstrom, first down and more. Oh! He's on his feet! He stays on his feet!
Everybody here on this university school sideline, including myself, my jaw just dropped.
That was a goal. So there you have it. You get to see, the people here didn't see it, but we just replayed the infamous flip over top of University School defensive backs, or what would you call it, a front tuck?
Yeah, it's a front flip.
Russian front tuck.
Yeah.
9.0 on the judges. Ladies and gentlemen, Shane Lindstrom. All right, Shane, this is your second time through, third time total, because we got a preseason and then one of these and now this one. So you're a pro. Like, you've been on YSN as much as I have. So talk to me about, do you still get nervous for these or no?
No.
Okay, that's what I figured, which makes me feel better.
Yeah.
But I remember watching the football previews earlier this year. I didn't even know you spoke. Like, every time we talked, you just like one little soundbite was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was fantastic. But I saw you open up a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Is that due to the fact that you're a senior, that you feel comfortable? What is it about you that you've really just kind of blossomed this year into being not only a better football player, but a better leader in the South Range locker room? And I mean, you're here every week supporting your teammates. Why is that?
Well, I mean, I love this team, and we all love each other. But like, I feel like I've had great leaders in front of me that showed me, how I should act, how I should be. In fact, one of them was here. I don't know if he still is. Jake Gehring. He's probably the best leader I've ever, been around. So I always try to mimic what he did.
So what makes a good leader to you?
Someone that, puts the team first, and just puts the team first, and, always wants what's best, and, is willing to do the stuff that no one wants to do. So the team can be successful.
You got to have some good catchphrases. I mean, you were giving me some of the catchphrases before, and the thing is, it's funny to me because I know, like, I read these leadership books, I read the motivational books, but you are living it. Like, Do you know Parker Sherry? Do you remember Parker Sherry from East Palestine at
Yeah.
all? You remind me so much of him and how just like constantly optimistic you are. You came in here and what were the 2 quotes that you told your teammates today?
Well, I told my coach that luck is what happens when opportunity meets preparation.
Okay.
And then the other one was nothing worth valuing in life comes easy.
Okay, so when you don't just speak those, you believe in those, right?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of truth to it. I mean, I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. And there's been a lot of times where like that has like happened. Like, I've worked hard for something and the opportunity came, and to others it might seem like luck, but that's what happened. You know what I mean? And like my like biggest accomplishments in life have been also my hardest challenges.
Really?
Yeah.
So, like, biggest accomplishments in life. We had Coach do the top 5 at the dinner table for Thanksgiving. Do you have a top 5 of like, and you don't have to number them, just 1 to 5. Do you have top moments in your athletic career thus far?
Well, I mean, I always think about one of them, like when I was playing flag football when I was younger, winning a national championship was pretty cool.
That's pretty high.
Yeah, and then how I've bounced back from my ACL injury, I'm pretty proud of that.
Absolutely.
I'd say that was like my
I
hardest
think
challenge.
that's big. ACL. I mean, you
Yeah.
got people clapping for you. Yeah.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'd say yeah.
You got a guy in the front row. You got a ringer.
And my biggest supporter.
He's just here to laugh at all your jokes.
Yeah, he is. He's
Got it.
making me laugh.
I
too.
like it.
Goofy guy.
What about those gold medals that hang behind you in your room?
Oh yeah,
Those are pretty cool.
yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, not everybody gets one of those. You realize that, right?
Yeah, no,
Mine
no.
are usually wrapped in chocolate.
Oh yeah,
That's the only gold medals that I get.
those are good ones.
But are there any other ones?
Accomplishments. I mean, I'm proud of what we've done this season and the seniors throughout our 4 years, but we're not done yet. And so you can ask me again in 2 weeks, and I'll tell you.
And I will hold you to that. I will hold you to that. You'll be my first interview in 2 weeks.
Sounds good.
We talked to Coach. Obviously, he got a little bit emotional about the season. This group of seniors. I know, and I've talked to a lot of people that say, yes, we want to win this championship, but we want to do it for Coach.
Right.
I know you're one of those guys. Talk about your relationship with Coach Yeagley.
I mean, it's it's incredible. Be able to have a coach that you trust and that trusts you is it's pretty rare, and it's a great thing to have. I mean, he's in first, like, coaching aside, football aside, he's just an amazing person, and there's no one I'd rather play under.
I like that, and you got a pretty good coaching staff too. We
yeah.
were talking to a gentleman up here, and just he said from Coach Yeagley down the coaching staff tree, you have coaches that could literally head coach anywhere they wanted to, basically. Do you ever sit there and just kind of count your lucky stars from that? I mean, everywhere you look is like a superstar coach that is coaching a superstar player. At this point, you're all superstars, right? You're in week 15.
Yeah.
So when you look at that, I mean, who are some of the other coaches, other than Coach Yeagley, that stand out to you?
Well, I mean, first, Coach Rock. I mean, he's one of my favorite coaches ever in any sport and anything, and he'll always, have, one of those, top spots to me. He's incredibly smart, and he's just he's younger, so he can relate to us more, and he just brings that energy, and like he's very relatable, and he's funny, and just insanely smart. And he's he's there for us, and he's before every game he's telling, like, I'm proud of you, and stuff like that to all of us, and giving us confidence. Coach Al, really smart, mean to me sometimes, but it's fine. He wants things done right, and that's what a coach is, and that's why his offense is so successful. And all the coaches, Coach Combs, Coach Kronbacher, Coach Toy, all of them. I mean, Coach Taylor, they all do an amazing job, and they're really good.
All right. Who would you most subscribe to on TikTok if any of your coaches had a TikTok channel?
Probably Coach Kronbacher. I feel like he'd post some pretty interesting stuff on there.
From a standpoint of who's the most entertaining on social media out of your teammates, who is it?
I mean, Barry's pretty entertaining. I feel like if like Joey posted some stuff on social media, it'd be pretty funny.
Post some stuff, man. We're waiting for you. Oh, he's on it now.
Yeah, I mean, he's an interesting guy. I don't know. Billy's pretty boring. It's probably not him.
Screwback?
Yeah, he's a boring guy.
You're calling out your quarterback the week before the state semis. That's always a good idea.
Yeah, he knows I love him. But
what does Billy post?
Billy?
He strikes me as a motivational quote guy.
Nah, kind of. I mean, he likes to. I don't want to make him mad. Never mind. But no, I don't know. He's just the average Joe post-wise. I mean, because he's about the more important stuff. He's about like the game. You know, he doesn't care about the outside distractions.
He's just locked in on the game. That's
Exactly.
where you want your quarterback.
Yeah,
I
yes.
like it. All right. From a household standpoint, who is the most competitive person in your home?
Well, to my dad's always right. No. Hold on.
I can replay that.
In his mind,
I'll cut that, and you can put it on your ringtone.
In his mind, he's always right. Okay, even when he's absolutely wrong, in his mind, he's always right. But like, I feel like with like games and stuff like that, me and my brother. So I'd say my brother's, most competitive because he doesn't want to lose to his little brother, and I always want to beat my older brother.
Sure.
So I mean, I like to brag that I have a battle scar from him. I was in 5th grade, and we were playing ping pong, and I beat him.
Ping pong.
And he threw the ping pong paddle at me. Gave me like 13 stitches right here.
True story? True story. Validated.
True story.
Incredible. And what did you do?
I cried. I begged my dad not to kill my brother. And the first thing my brother does when he sees me with stitches, he starts laughing.
You save his life, and he laughs at you when you walk back in the door. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fair.
Is what it is.
All right. Who's the most competitive on this team? Let's make it a little bigger. Stakes a little higher.
Joey's pretty competitive, especially with his friends. I'd say Billy's competitive. I'd say we're all competitive to a degree, but probably those two are probably the most competitive.
All right, man. So here's a scenario. 2 weeks from now, they're going to be handing out a state championship trophy. Who gets it first?
Billy.
Who do you want to get it first?
Billy.
Billy Skirpak.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, Billy is one of a kind. I mean, I've thrown with many like quarterbacks from around the area of all different levels, and he's just special. I mean, not only how he's able to throw the ball, how he's able to lead, and he's just special. And we wouldn't be where we are without him.
Would he post it on social media?
He'd probably get like a Kobe-esque picture with it and post it, but
like the locker room, the Jordan picture. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. Dude, thank you so much for the time today. Second time around. Good luck on Friday. Can't wait. I'm riding the bus with you guys.
Oh, that's gonna be hype.
It's quiet on the way up, and it better be loud on the way back.
Party on the way back.
All right, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Shane Lindstrom. We'll be back right after this.
Locally owned and operated, Sheely's relaxed shopping experience means browsing and lounging is always encouraged.
Find Flex Deal and more at Sheely's Furniture and Appliance. Because the best things in life happen at home.
How lucky are we to have not one, but 2 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
Fall is in the air. The kids are back to school, crowds are cheering for the home team, and Myers Family Insurance is prepped for another crazy Medicare season. Every year there's changes, some big, some small, so it's important to have a conversation to make sure your plan is going to meet your expectations for the coming year. Give our team a call today to schedule your annual review.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance or visit us on the web.
Check us out online at MyersFamilyINS.com.
Going from mindful to mindful sometimes requires a helping, healing hand. Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness offers a continuum of mental health and wellness care. At Insight, we're changing the way you receive counseling and wellness services with experienced licensed clinicians and expertly trained wellness staff. With 4 locations in Mahoning and Columbiana County, along with telehealth services, Insight offers clients quick access to care when they need it. Transform your mental health and wellness at Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoning County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
As fine as the eye can see, the finest hardwoods from the finest trees.
How's it going, folks? It's Shane Lindstrom here with YSNLive.com. I'm here with Joey Plunkett, also known as Swaggy J or JP, depending on where you know him from. We're all here, all with South Range community. Talk a little bit about the community and what it means to you to be a South Range Raider.
Oh, it means everything to be a South Range Raider. And this community, just like very close community, and we're playing 2.5 hours this week, and we know that we'll have a big crowd behind us.
Right. How you feeling about this week? You confident? You nervous about anything? Like, how you feeling?
I don't think really nervous is the correct word. I think I'm pretty confident.
Confident?
I think we're gonna go there and put on a little show.
Speaking of confidence, who would you say on the football team is the most confident?
I'd say myself.
Yourself? Why would you say that? What makes you confident?
I just go on the field, and in my mind, I just know I'm the best player on the field.
That's facts. No cap. All right. So, question on the team. All right. No bias. Who has the best drip? Who looks the best? I heard it was number 11, but
Not being biased at all, 21. 21 is the best.
That's
drip.
cap.
Community game, at the yellow shirt coming out, little arm sleeve.
What about JD Krause? I heard he's got
I'd say
some drip.
me, JD, and Barry.
Okay. Next question. Very important question. Who would you say is your best friend on the team?
It's a tough one. I have a lot of close friends. I'd say Nick and Ty are up there. We're always hanging out together, and we make a lot of memories together.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Shane's up there too a little bit.
He sounds like a nice guy.
He's all right.
Okay. So your corner. Corner is a tough position. What do you think? What's your biggest asset? What helps you out the most on the field?
I think my confidence.
Confidence?
Like just before the play, like lining up and just being confident in myself, knowing that I could guard the receiver and yeah.
Okay. So, we've heard about Coach Rock. He's a great coach. What are your thoughts on Coach Rock? Do you like him? Do you love him? How has he impacted you?
Coach Rock's my guy. Since freshman year, we've been pretty close. I'd say I'm probably his favorite on the team.
Cap. All right.
So, we're pretty close.
Yeah. How do you feel about the other coaches? Like, like we said, they got great coaches at South Range. How have they, besides Coach Rock, how have they impacted you?
Oh yeah, like for example, Coach Avery, great head coach, and
great. Coach.
And then going to Coach Al, he's an offense coordinator. He likes to say some things about me sometimes when I'm playing defense.
Well deserved, yeah.
Yeah, and Coach Doc, he's up there too.
Oh yeah,
we have a very close connection.
Yeah. Okay. So I got a question. No matter what, this Friday night is going to be your last Friday Night Light. So what would you say is your favorite thing about Friday Night Lights?
I think just the energy and just like to start, like just looking up at the crowd and seeing everybody like going crazy before the first kickoff.
Okay. All right. One of my final questions. What has been your favorite play for South Range High School?
I'd say junior year against Springfield. Made a pretty good interception, and I just think that was my favorite play.
All right. South Range is known, for having just as good education as it is sports. So is there any teachers that you'd like to shout out? Any, economics teachers, U.S. history teachers?
I like to shout out a couple. I'll start with Mr. Lindstrom, economics teacher.
Yeah, that's right.
Right now I got a C in his class. I'd like him to round that up to a B. 77 in there. I should be looking around 81 at least.
Okay.
I'll go to Miss Rosen. She's a lovely teacher.
Love her.
Yeah, and then I'll go to Mr. Monson.
Facts.
Just providing the food, and without those great snacks in that class, I mean, I don't think I'd be able to play how I play on Friday nights. You know?
Facts. You fueled by Munson.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I have a question. Last one for you guys. Last one. If you could go back freshman year yourself, what would you tell yourself?
If I could go back freshman year, I'd just tell myself to, keep working and stay in the weight room more. Focus on football.
All right. Well, great interview. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you, buddy.
Joey Plunkett here.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun, it all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
All right, we're back with ysnlive.com and featuring Nick Plunkett. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's going great, buddy.
Nick Plunkett, you're a great corner.
Thanks.
I heard you're under the wing of Joey Plunkett, another great corner. So tell me about him. Like, how do you learn from such a great corner? Like, how is that playing with him?
I mean, he's pretty all right, I guess.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's great. How do I say this? Like, wingman for as far as being a corner.
Yeah.
He's on the field side, I'm on the boundary side. We kind of complement each other pretty well.
And I was hearing from a couple of your friends that like you weren't going to go out this year for football, and they convinced you to. And I was just tell me about that.
Well, I mean, last year I played 5th grade to 8th grade. I liked it. Freshman year I was pretty small. I didn't really think I was gonna be able to do anything really, so I didn't play. And then I came out junior year because I made a few friends, and it was fun. But I don't know, I just kind of wanted to enjoy senior year. And then when everyone started talking about football, I was like, I'll just play again. Might as well.
And tell me about this. We're going into week 15. Like, how are you preparing during the week as far as this game goes against Liberty Center?
I'm drinking water.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Watching a lot of film in all the classes, economics class, watching film. Where is. Yeah, I think my grade's a little lower, but
yeah, that class it's a tough one. I've heard.
It's pretty
it's a
tough
tough
class.
one.
Yeah, it's a tough class.
And I'd just like to ask you, for your pregame, what do you? I heard that you trash talk a lot, against the Perry game before the game.
Oh, yeah.
I heard I just want to know what were some things that were said, and maybe that you could say we are being broadcasted right now. Just tell me what was going through your head, what were you saying?
I mean, it was a pretty important game for the season. They're pretty quiet over there. I just letting them know you got to get louder if you want to play the Raiders.
Oh yeah. And another question is in 2 weeks, what's going on at the Hall of Fame Stadium?
Mm-hmm.
you see your team being there?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
100%.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. And how do you feel? Not to look ahead or anything, but what are you gonna feel that moment when it's just the win?
Probably what?
The win.
Oh, the win.
The win.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be surreal.
Yeah.
Someone said in an interview before.
And back to the coaching staff.
Yeah.
Who's one of the main coaches that just took you under the wing and just like really helped you out through the football season?
By Coach Rock.
Coach Rock.
Defensive.
Now, like, elaborate on that. Like, what has he done?
I mean, like in film, like he'd always kind of like almost like bring me up. Like I didn't think I was doing too good, but he'd point out like different things like I was doing good. Like,
Oh yeah. And I have a question. So like off the field, like just to take it off the field for a moment, do you happen to have any like girlfriend or like anything, any female that you're like just if you want to shout out?
I'm single, huh?
Good.
Happily
Single
single.
and ready to mingle.
Yeah.
All right, bet. All right, you want to take over, DJ?
Give it up for JP. It's not as easy as it looks, I promise you. All right, so let's talk about this week. You guys, obviously, they talked about a little bit of the jabber jaw. You're keeping the team stoked up. Are you going to do the same thing? I mean, are you a guy that does things over and over again, superstitious?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be doing the same thing. Other team will be hearing me, I'm sure.
So from that standpoint, you guys were – I just felt like you were a little bit louder
Yeah.
last week. What was it? I mean, was that a planned attack or was that like, hey, it was freezing cold and the only way to stay warm is to be loud?
I mean, it's a little bit of both, probably. I mean, it's cold out, right? But I just wanted to get the team hyped up.
And you guys are nuts because you had the cutoff shirts on
Uh-huh.
going out there and the icy whites.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have sleeves on underneath the shirt?
Yeah, I had yellow sleeves on. It's all right.
I mean, it was like 25-mile-an-hour winds. Did you feel it?
Kind of. I had a tight, like, white long sleeve shirt underneath, so it kind of broke the wind, kind of. But there was heaters on the sideline.
I was going to say, how many times did you take a trip to the heater?
Good amount.
Good
Probably
amount.
Every time I got off the field.
When you're in the moment, when you're in the game, are you even thinking about the weather, or are you just thinking about making plays?
No, you can't even hear anything. It's just you're locked in. You gotta do your job.
In the zone.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. All right. They talked about if and when, and when you get 2 weeks from now, right? 2 weeks from this Friday, 10:30 game, I believe it is.
Yeah.
About 1 o'clock ish. They're handing out a trophy. Who do you want to see touch the trophy first?
Probably Coach Yeagley.
Why is that?
Because he's done a lot for the program. He's a great head coach.
That's awesome. Great answer. Great answer. All right. So kind of like when they touch the Stanley Cup, who gets it second?
Probably the whole team.
Do the whole team?
Yeah, the whole team.
The
All at the
trophy's
same
only
time.
like this big.
I don't know. We could all fit in there.
We'll all fit in. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. So from your standpoint, what's the first thing you're excited to do in the off season?
Lift.
To get back in and lift.
Yeah.
What's your favorite lift?
Squat.
Squat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have 1,000? Like, do they still do the 1,000-pound club?
I think so.
What is it? Squat,
Squat.
dead, and bench?
Yeah.
Are you in the 1,000-pound club?
Yeah.
That didn't sound confident.
Yeah, no, I am. Yeah, I am.
That wasn't confident.
No, I had to think about it. I'm not too good at math.
Okay, so what's the squat? What's the max on squat?
445.
445. Yeah, there's a couple woos. I heard those on Friday. There's a big one. That's Shane. That was actually Shane. I thought that was a lady.
Me too.
I was like, where did that lady come from in the middle? What's one thing that you want your when you're looking at this, you're watching this 20 years from now, what do you want your teammates to remember about you and your relationship with them?
Probably either how physical I played or how like supporting I was of them. Like if any of them messed up or anything, I was like right there to help them up, lift them up.
I love it, man. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thanks for putting up with JP Swag.
JP.
There he is. Nicky Plunkett back after this on YSN.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day has ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, No job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
What's up, YSN? I'm Chris Colucci with JD Krause. Everyone's laughing at me. I think we all first should give DJ Yoakley a hand for letting all of us. He let YSN in the hands of a few of crazy high schoolers. So I'm with JD, not DJ. So you wanted me to ask you a question about Bailey Ryan. What's something you know that people don't?
All right, so I'm calling Bailey out. I think he's a fraud. I think he does not know how to knit. So until any of us see him knit or he gives something that he knitted, then he's a fraud. He's a fraud.
All right, so let's get right into it. What are some of your favorite things you do on Friday nights besides playing in a football game?
I don't know. Friday nights? I mean,
what's like it's football season, of course. Like Friday night football. What's like a favorite tradition that you do?
I like after whenever we win a game, we always party in the locker room. That's pretty fun.
Oh yeah, that's fun. There's some crazy dances going on in there, aren't there?
Yeah, there is.
So, fellow D lineman, both D linemen. You catch the ball on offense. I don't, but it's fine. What's it like playing on defense? This is weird. What's it like just being under the lights on Friday nights?
It's amazing, just like the fans. Like whenever I hear like the crowd roar and stuff, it's pretty amazing. And having Joey by my side, it's pretty amazing. I got Shane too. He's all right. But yeah, Joey always gets me hyped, so it's pretty amazing.
So do you plan on doing anything after high school? What sports, football maybe?
Yeah, I plan on playing football in college, but I'm kind of undecided right now of where I want to go or really what I want to major in. So that'll just come when time goes along, I guess.
Cool. Do you have any preference of what side of the ball you'd want to play on? Because, I mean, you could probably play on both sides of the ball. You're that good.
Yeah. I mean, I'll really play on either side. It doesn't really matter to me. I love defense because I get to drill people. And I love offense because I score touchdowns, but that's about it.
So they all asked questions about the coaching staff. Who do you look up the most to on our coaching staff?
Probably Coach Rock. He's just an amazing coach, and like his IQ just about football is incredible. Like I remember one day we were playing NCAA in the locker room, and he came in and he literally told us the defense's coverage before like they even said hut. So I thought that was pretty amazing.
And then school, still in high school, unfortunately. But who are some of your favorite teachers?
Miss Rosen. She's a dog.
Gotta love Miss Rosen.
Yeah. Mrs. Scott. I love her class because we make food. I like eating food. And I don't know. I don't really like school very much. So
outside of football, who do you look up to the most?
Probably my grandpa. I mean, he's always working and he still finds time to come to every single thing that I have. And like even like this past week, the heat in my car stopped working, and he like took time out of his day to come help me fix it.
Cool. So Heath, he's your younger brother.
Yeah.
What are some of the things because he's a tight end, right? What are
Mhm.
some of the things that you've taught him as being a great South Range tight end?
I mean, I think I've taught him not to be soft because I like to pick on him a lot. And I mean, he's just kind of like, he has amazing talent, and I think he's going to be bigger than me. So, I mean, I'm excited to see what's to come for him.
So we've had great leaders that have been ahead of us. Can you name some of the great leaders that we've had that have just made us who we are and the great senior leaders that we are?
I think like Jake Guerin is probably one. He really was an inspiration for me because like I would watch film on him just because he played the same positions that I do. So I would watch film on him. I mean, even like coming into this football season, I would watch film on him just to like learn from him. And yeah, really just all those guys that were ahead of us.
Yeah. So senior year, what's one thing you want to accomplish this senior year?
I mean, win state, that's about it. I don't really care about anything else.
Well, DJ, great interviewing you. I'm going to let DJ take over the
Appreciate
reins.
it.
Here we go.
The future of YSN is bright with Chris Colucci at the helm. I'll tell you that right now. A couple more questions for you there, JD. When you look at, I mean, we talked about your heroes last time. When you look at the kind of hero that you want to be, the kind of leader that you want to be, and the legacy that you want to leave, what does that look like for you?
I just really want to be a good example to like, I mean, my brothers and like everybody else who's younger than me, because I want to be like that guy who kids say like, oh, I want to be him just because of like, not only like how good he is on the field, but like how good of a person he is.
All right. So I was talking to Hollywood last week. They said they're going to make a movie of your life. Who's going to play the lead role of JD Krause?
Joey Plunkett.
Joey Plunkett. All right. I heard he comes cheap. So it's not like Matthew McConaughey. JP Swag is coming. So, dude, good luck to you on Friday. We appreciate everything you've done thus far, and go win the big one, man. Go win the big one. We're proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, JD Krause. That is going to do it for our show tonight. We thank you so much for tuning in. We thank legends, as always, Nicole and Drew. Thank you so much. Nicole's got the South Range gear on. How about that? We will see you on Friday, and you will hear us on Friday. Free audio of the South Range game where the South Range Raiders will take on Liberty Center. We'll see you then, 7 o'clock on Friday night. Thanks to everybody here. Thanks to the bartenders, and thanks to Rick Frida over here at Legends. Good night, everybody, and hoist the colors.